want a new outfit, new equipment, and more beer. Randomizer is what I need, boys.
Heyo, everybody, and welcome back to DRG. Today, we are doing the Randomizer Elite Deep Dive. If you don't know what that means I drink a Randomizer, I do not look at my equipment, and I try to guess, for the first stage, what my equipment is, what mods I have, and what overclocks I have. That includes the perks, that includes the traversal tool, that it also includes the support weapon, the support tool. And today, we are playing Gunner, which is probably the best class to randomize as if you have everything at your disposal, because I am slightly drunk. Because I don't even have to drink that, do I? Because Gunner has some of the most powerful overclocks of all time, pretty much on every single one of his weapons. Every weapon has a fantastic overclock on it. We're talking like Rotary Overdrive, Leadstorm, Burning Hell, neurotoxin payload, mortar shells, cluster mines, plasma burster missiles, mine layer. Basically, if we get Hurricane, we win. Most of the time. And then his secondaries are some of the absolute dog water secondaries, if you randomize them. Especially if you get, like, Bulldog. Bulldog's probably the worst secondary to randomize. Not actually, it's PGL. PGL is the worst one to randomize, but, you know, I have to make content somewhere, so I have to say something's worse, right? But no, actually, he has a few bad overclocks on his secondaries, and that's really it. And of course, you know, on his primary, there is the entirety of Autocannon. That is kind of terrible. I really hope we don't have it. That's Big Bertha, or combat mobility. That's not good. Is this combat mobility? It is combat mobility. We have combat mobility Big Bertha, or combat mobility Autocannon. That is not great. So let's switch to BRT. Oh my god, dude. Switch to BRT. We have a 3-shot mag BRT. It is not... I absolutely hate the fact that radioactive Praetorian exists. What do we have? We have clusters. We don't have Born Ready. We do have Fear, however, which means, basically we're good. That's Electro Mindlets. We have Blow-Through? No, we don't have Blow-Through, but we do have Electro Mindlets, which is basically just, like, we're playing around like we don't have a weapon, excuse me, an overclock on our thing. I think it, like, lowers damage or something, but I'm not entirely too sure. Oh, I should probably check to see if we have Vamp. No, we don't have Vamp. We have Dash and Steve. Dash is very good. Steve is also okay for solo games. I accidentally used Dash right there. We don't have Red Sugar, or the one Red Sugar. I will have to go look at the damage of the, what is it, the radioactive Praetorian. I wonder if the radioactive Praetorian does more damage with its acid. We do have the perk for bigger size on our... We have the other one. What is it called? So we have the more capacity perk. Veteran Depositor? No, it's just bigger, it's Mineral Bag is what it's called, I believe. So we have that one. We also have the one that makes us carry faster, which I think is unstoppable, right? I guess I can toss a flare and see if we have Strong Arm. That is not Strong Arm. So we have Friendly Fire. We don't have It's a Bug Thing. Right, this is, yeah, we are incredibly fast. We definitely have Unstoppable there. So we have Friendly Fire. We have... do we have... I haven't checked to see if we have Veteran Depositor. I literally walked towards this thing and didn't even register in my brain hole to check. Yeah, we don't have... We have Second Wind is what we have, actually. So we have 2 of our perks notified. The next perk to check is... We could have Friendly, which means I cannot check it. That's one. Actually, what are the ones that I'm missing that I don't know if I have? Basically the damage one, the one that reduces damage from elements, elemental insulation is the one. Strong arm we don't have. The others, I have no idea how to even check them. Okay. So mostly this is this is fine. We don't have the mag size upgrade in BRT. We have the damage instead. I think it's a damage change instead of mag size. It might be recoil dampening or whatever the hell. And I will never... BRT's mod list, I don't know what we have in the mod list. I think we have weak point because I hope to all that is Carl that we do have weak point. Because weak point makes the gun very good. And we also have fear in T5, which kind of actually saves this gun from being bad. We have ammo increase in tier 1. And then we have fear, alright? We don't need to really worry about it. I think we have direct damage. Do we have armor break? Yeah, we absolutely do have armor break. We also, you know what? Let's use this. Look at that 6-round burst. Such a good burst, dude. Now, I will say, Electro Mindlets is not very good. Actually, let's walk into that. How much damage did we take? I think we do have elemental insulation. I can look it up on Google, or excuse me, the wiki, to see if we have elemental insulation. But I really don't want to do that. Alright, how long does this... I'm so used to MCR telling me how long that I should not be putting that away. I should be reloading that now. Let's reload that then. Since we don't have Born ready, we need to actually reload this stuff, which is going to be completely awful. Also, we need to get a Stevie, which we can just fear all the bugs real quick, and Steve while we are doing this. I really do think fear is one of the most powerful overclock. We don't have the rate of fire upgrade. I think fear is one of the most powerful things on autocannon, and if you don't take fear, there's a very good reason not to take fear, and that is most of autocannon doesn't like it, as it is it separates all the bugs, but like, who cares? Like, the bug is feared. I don't have to worry about it. Also, we might have the AoE damage. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's go check something real quick. Why do you look like that, my brother? My brother and Carl, why do you look like a leprechaun? Oh, there's a fucking dread? Oh, no. That's not gonna be good. Alright, so the radioactive exploder does 16.8 damage per tick when you walk into its AoE. So... is this 16.8? So we're looking for 14 damage. They're gone. Alright, well, I failed already. God bless. So basically, whenever we see another... We need to get rid of this dread right now. I cannot... The dread's just going to be awful no matter what. I really hope it's not like Hive Guard or something. It's like Twins. Twins would be fantastic with armor break. But I have a feeling it is going to be something that is awful, dude. At least we have Steve. Steve can help with the dread, like, you know, not we don't have damage on our power attack. We have like reload speed, not reload speed, the other one. AoE or cooldown. That's also terrible. Basically, if you don't get damage on your power attack, you're basically walking around with a terrible power attack, and that's how I feel about it. And I will not be explaining myself there. Okay, you know what? You got me. I'll explain myself why I think any other power attack is terrible. Simply because the cooldown is not half duration. It is instead like 40% duration. Ooh, we got these guys. Alright, let's just... 20, 11, that is not 10. So yeah, we have elemental insulation. What a wonderful time. Unless this is hazard 4. Which is 12. So, yeah, we have elemental insulation, guaranteed. Okay, so we found out all 3 of our perks. What a wonderful time. Oh, I actually can tell when we have elemental insulation. That is... I need help. I actually need help. Because I suspected it from the Glyphid Praetorian acid, or not acid, the other one. We need 2 more... Oh, where's the dread? Like, there's no dread here, dude. Where is he? We also have the ammo upgrade in Tier 1. I think there's 2 ammo upgrades in this one. We also have safety first, I think is what it's called. I'm not too sure if it's safety first or if safety first gives you an icon whenever it does. Anyway, if we do have safety first, there is a bug with safety first where if you are using it, thank you, if you have it, you have infinite fall resist on it. So basically, safety first and from both the... Don't drop that in the fucking hole. Okay. From the zipline and from Scout's grapple actually make it so that you're forever fall resistant from it. Until you go down, that is. But, you know, who cares? I really need to remove the uwu mod, dude. There is a problem here. The problem is that no matter what happens, BRT is my primary DPS option for pretty much every single thing that I am doing. Alright. Do you think I can kill the amount of bugs that I need to kill before I need to resupply to get to the next stage? Excuse me, let me rephrase that better, because I rephrased that like garbage, dude. Do you think we can get to the next stage without resupplying? Well, I think that guarantees the no, but you know, we can try, dude. I'm calling down a resupply, alright? I understand that I do have hubris. Like, most of my hubris is thinking that I can get to the next stage without a resupply, or at least trying it, because I think it is fun. And that is a guaranteed problem of mine. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to throw these... I still have a shield to use and 1 grenade. A lot of people run the mod, or at least from what, if you play this game enough, you run the mod that makes it so you can see when you need to resupply. That is a mod that exists. And I don't, for whatever reason. Hey, Bosco, can you... You know what? We can just throw a shield. Do we have a resupplier? We already know all 3 of her perks, so we don't have resupplier. The answer... What a wonderful dump. That's a freaking radioactive Praetorian. That is absolutely, unequivocally not Pog. Did that not hit the grunt? We have cooldown? Ugh. Yeah, Fierce, this is an easy dive, dude. Even though that we got a absolutely terrible roll on our autocannon, why is he... Don't get hit by the slasher, dude. Even though that we got an absolutely terrible roll on our autocannon, the fact that it has fear makes this basically not... Yeah, that cements the fact that we don't have damage. The fact that we didn't... Can you help each other with fucking off, dude? I need to get a little bit of HP, and then we can go kill the dread real quick, because we are done with the rest of this mission. On player vulnerability 2, with 4 people, the cloud from this thing goes from 20 damage to 48 damage. It's literally just you take times 2 damage. That is so fucking silly. Whoever plays Hazard 5 All, you are absolutely nutty, and I don't think I'll ever This is not where the dread is. I don't think I'll actually understand why you do it. Because I will never have fun in that modifier. Granted, something that I have... Season 5 has been out for almost a year and a half, and that is when Hazard, or, you know, Hazard 5 Plus came out. I have only touched player vulnerability, aggressiveness, and tough bugs once in my entire, like, DRG Season 5 career, dude. I just saw those and said, yeah, that's not for me, dude. I am going to play something that I actually think is fun, and that is going to be swarms, because I want more bugs to kill. I don't want to, like, make a single mistake and instantly die from it. That's just not fun for me. This is also a mistake, but it's fine because I'm Gunner. So, you know, I should have ran the other way, but who cares? Gunner is absolutely goated at the sauce because, oh, you made a mistake? Oopsie, you get another one. Anyway, the Glyphid Dreadnought can basically die to Bosco alone, so I don't think I need to really interact with the Dread, even though I definitely do to make my life easier, so it is, something else. Can we talk about something that also happens on Point Extract? So, on Point Extract, Dreads can spawn on normal Point Extracts. It doesn't have to be an Elite Deep Dive for them to spawn. And what are the conditions for them to spawn? Well, very simply, if it is a Hazard 3 or lower, the Dread can spawn all of a sudden. That is because of the difficulty scaling of the missions themselves, because every single mission has a difficulty scaling, and hazard level also affects this for some reason. I don't know. But the devs of the game decided if you are playing on hazard level 3, there should be a 33% chance for a dreadnought to spawn somewhere between 5 minutes in and 55 minutes in, and that is how dreads spawn on this. It also explains why I've never seen a dread spawn on Point Extract, because I think I don't really remember my startup career in DRG or whatever. I don't really remember the times that I've been a green beard in this, because I bought it because of a bunch of friends said, hey, buy this game, it's fun, and then we played it once, and we played Glacial Strata, and that was before Glacial Strata got changed to not have, like, deep snow or whatever. The snow was absolutely awful. You know what, you can have two of these. Enjoy that one, buddy. That was a not fun experience to have Glacial Strata be like that, but it was kind of fun, alright? And then at some point, I just decided, yeah, I'm going to, like, no-life this game at some point in time. And that was... I think that was guaranteed... I'm out of ammo, by the way. That was, guaranteed somewhere between update 33 or update 32 or somewhere. I don't know. Listen, man, I don't know whenever I start actually playing this game. I would like to say it is during the update for, like, 20, like in the 20s, like 25, 20-something. I'm not too sure. I would have to go look at my first achievements to actually figure out when I started playing this godforsaken game. It has absolutely consumed my life from then. Bosco's, like, doing a bunch of work, because I have not been even paying attention to the Dread and shooting the Dread. I've been, like, understanding that the Dread is weak to being shot in the ass, and just attack him, dude. And then throw a shield here so we can actually get this shit show going. But anyway, that is... I don't remember what I was talking about, besides, like, my time playing this game. I don't remember the previous times that I've been playing, that I was talking about. So, let's head into the next mission, because I just have to sit around and wait on the waves or whatever's happening. Well, that's not good. I mean, I think salvage is one of the worst things to get on an Elite Deep Dive if you randomize into it, because a lot of builds can't defend an area. Unfortunately, this is definitely one that can defend an area, with both having Shock on Bosco, Shock on my secondary, and also Fear. That is a combo to make a bug last a long time in the Fear status effect, because if you don't know how the Fear status effect works, it is the bug gets a 50% movement speed while feared. And then the bug picks a random direction. It says it picks it away from the fearing source, which could be the same, who knows. Alright, I've seen bugs run face first from being feared from a sticky nade, so, you know, take that information with a grain of salt. But they will proceed to run away from the fearing source at 50% movement speed for 10 meters, and then they will return back to what they are doing. They cannot attack you while they're in this feared state, but they will look at you, weirdly enough, if you get close enough for them to try to melee you. Doesn't really matter. No, they're feared, it doesn't. Anyway, let's take a look at my build, huh? So we have damage in tier 1. Wait. Autocannon is 440 ammo in general? I mean, that makes sense. I just didn't realize it. We have lighted barrel assembly, AoE damage, armor break, and fear. Then we have floating barrel, disabled safety, high capacity magazine. I forgot that this decreases the size of your mag, to be perfectly honest. Hollow point bullets, and longer burst. And then our perks was elemental insulation, unstoppable, and second wind. We have 2 AoE size increases and recharge speed, which is my normal shield. So, you know. We have increased motor traction. Wait, that's how slow ziplines are? I swear, these are faster. I've been getting so used to MCR ziplines and row core ziplines where they're just insanely fast, so I don't even realize it, dude. I'm getting washed at my knowledge of the game. Well, I don't play with autocannon all too much. I don't play with normal autocannon all too much. I usually play with, like, Big Bertha or something, and mortar shells, so I don't really understand what the normal for autocannon is anymore. I should have clocked it immediately that we didn't have 660, but, you know, just get a better knowledge of the game, I guess. That's a fun one. We have a Stingtail that I just heard. Stingtails absolutely get bodied by... Is that a... What the hell was that? That was... Okay. Stingtails absolutely get bodied whenever I have fear and armor break, not auto break. Was that 3? That's kind of horrifying. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to... What did we have in tier 2? I don't know where to go. Or not being avoided. What did we have? Yeah, we had hollow points. So I'm happy shooting this guy without any hollow point damage. And also we have regenerative bugs, so I need to, like, finish the job whenever I do start shooting him. Goodbye. That is a wave that just spawned, I'm pretty sure. I just saw a... Well, at least we have fear on our autocannon, which will, like, hard counter the hell out of... Command hit me. Luckily, we are gunner, so why are you like this? I hate stalkers. Oh my god, that wasn't duration. Its size increases, that's right. Let's just hope the... Can I help all of you? Why do I have a shield? My shield's disabled, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. Gunner directly counters stalkers. Oh, stalkers. I love them. I love their freaking life. Why do they get a 50%? Why is it that they get a 50% movement speed bonus when their shield is broken, and they just, like, proceed to wreck the shit out of you? I guess I'm up here now, dude. Like, sure. Where is the stalker? There he is. Do stalkers get HP regen? I don't think so, because I think he was already dead. Born ready, killing me already? I think it was already damaged whenever I shot him, but I'm not too sure. You know, I was just about to say, it's been a minute since the stalker showed up. It still hasn't showed up, dude. Where the fuck is he? He got hit by the... And now he's moving 50% faster for free? I hate them so much. He got hit by the radioactive crystals and decloaked, is what happened. At least he decloaked. You know what is going to suck? Is that this kind of directly counters my my build the existence of the regen bugs. It directly counters the fact that I fear bugs because, hey, if they fear away from me, I am not going to... What is going on there? Why are all the loot bugs deciding to pop up right there, of all places? Like, okay, dude. Also, this looks suspiciously like Tritolite. Can we talk about that? I don't have armor break, so I don't know what I'm doing with you. Actually, just take 2 of these. That would be insanely nice for you all to kill. Can you please die? Glyphid Stingtail, Glyphid Wingtail. I'm out of ammo on that one. A wonderful time. Hey, actually, is that a guard that I just feared? Hey, guard, can you... Did I just hear a stalker? We have our listening ears on, please? Yes, I heard a stalker somewhere. Why is there a stalker just in the corner of the map doing whatever the hell? Dude, if that stalker is going to be here for fucking ever, I'm going to be upset. Now, people would usually say, hey man, you just heard a stalker, you should be looking around for it. Dude, it takes like a minute and a half for stalkers to actually come and find me whenever I know that they're coming. If I hear a random stalker in the middle of a cave, I'm not just going to stop what I'm doing and just look for it. Alright, that is a waste of my time. Even though that it is a highly, like deadly bug and whatever, it's just a waste of my time to even, like, attempt to look for it, whenever it could just give me a... Like that one. I know it's close. It's actually right there, because it got hit by shock. It got resistance to shock, apparently. Or, you know, the 50% movement speed bonus is just, like, absolutely insane. It is just... Why is it anytime that stalkers come up, they completely derail the video? It's kind of funny, honestly. Hello, yes, Stingtail. I am coming over to kill you. Thank you for existing, dude. I don't know, man. Stalkers are definitely something that is in this game. You know what you guys can have? You can absolutely have one of those. I need to get better at throwing clusters, is what I need to get as well. Didn't kill him. You know, I heard the wave spawn and just assumed that my autocannon would be full HP? Or full ammo. Because why else would it not be at full ammo, dude? I am completely forgetting the fact that I don't have Born Ready every single time I play with this. I'm out of ammo as well. Yeah, even my gameplay is just showing off that I value Born Ready above all else, even on Autocannon. And also this, my gun is like 2 bullets from being full. That is still me valuing the fact that I have Born Ready, or Resupplier at that point, because it is just the reload experience, dude. How am I going to deal? Like, genuinely, how... Is he biting Trijaws? What the hell is he doing over here? I don't know. How am I going to deal with the... That doesn't kill you. I'm sorry. That seriously just doesn't kill him. I forgot about that. That's my bad. How am I going to deal with defending an area? Well, I'm Gunner, so I just throw a shield down. Call it a day. Alright, the first egg has been... Of course, it is a wave. Also, there is a... I reload this thing. Is he behind you? No. No, that was actually a Glyphid nest, is what I just disturbed. Just toss it around. That's also 2 Glyphid nests, actually, being disturbed. I do understand that I do have bad choices, and that is also being, like, murdered by a bunch of swarmers, and also not realizing that I have dash. That is something that I will always be incapable of recognizing that I have dash, simply because I just don't play with it enough. Can I help all of you? I am actually out of ammo for my... Can you kill the Tridraw, please? We see the... There's still a stalker somewhere around here. I just don't... I don't have enough attention on the stalker to actually deal with it. Or, excuse me, I can't spare any attention to deal with the Stalker, is what I'm trying to say. I am trying to deal with so many different bugs and so many things at once. Just take... I don't have a cluster nade. Oh, that's not good. As this build just breaks down as soon as you introduce that one warning. I forget what warning it's called. I genuinely have forgotten the fact that they regen. Alright, there you go. I remember the warning. That is a Praetorian? Hey, you wanna know what would be good right now? If I threw a shield and got a resupply. Because I completely forgot that I have a shield. I'm literally him. I am literally Gunner. I could do that. Just get a resupply. Switch out of that so you don't have Born Ready. You don't need to switch it. In fact, your shield doesn't last enough to get a resupply, dude. Thank God for Veteran. Or not Veteran, Depositor, the other one. The one that makes it so that you take less damage from elemental stuff. Elemental Insulation is what it's called. Where did that bug go? He needs to die. Oh my god, that bounced wrong. Oh well, it's fine. It still bounced in the correct way to kill most of the bugs, and by most of the bugs I mean I'm having a big problem actually killing the bugs. I wish this still had a reload speed bonus. I really did. Because it used to have a reload speed bonus, and it is just... I mean, it didn't matter in the first place. The reload speed was a second longer, and it still makes it, you know, going from 5 seconds to 4 seconds makes it still the longest reload in the game. Why does Autocannon have a 5-second reload? It kinda doesn't make any sense. Hurricane doesn't have a 5-second reload. I mean, 5 minutes is kind of what it is. I mean, regardless, it doesn't matter that Hurricane has a long reload anyway. Born Ready exists. It also doesn't matter that this reload is super long. And most people don't really complain about the reload anyway, because this is... I could call that a resupply, shouldn't I? We are literally just delaying the inevitable. This is what this is going to be feeling like. I got literally stuck on the fucking thing. You know what? Just toss it. Oh, we're out of ammo. That's probably not good. We're gonna call a... Yeah, this is not Augies. We just now started regenning our shield because it just now came to us. You need to not be there, my man. You need to be feared pretty much 100% of the time. Can you die, in fact? Can you... Because there's a second one, there's all sorts of things happening. I need to reload real quick. I literally cannot reload and grab a resupply in the same breath. Okay, well, luckily, we have the Cryonade still from Scout? Yeah, I mean, he essentially is a Scout. From... I don't have a shield. In fact, I'm dead because I didn't fucking lower this thing. I almost had it, and if actually I threw the shield down. Funny enough, we're not gonna be... I don't have breathing room? Do I have breathing room? We are about to find out. If I have breathing room, we're probably alive still. Okay, we're half second. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Holy hell, dude. If that's how this is gonna go for the next one, that is not going to be Pog at all. We just deal chip damage to the bugs and let fear take care of them. Oh my. And we can't, like, switch to our other weapon whenever we need to reload. We need to fully reload this thing every single time. That's a lot of try-jaws. Well, we are currently... Can you... Osco, you know what? You tried. That was my fault for assuming that you could actually deal with that. That's my bad, brother. That's actually my bad. You know, that's a very good question. What would I do if septic spreaders were on this mission? I think the correct answer is die. Just, I can't deal with a septic spreader. I would have to shoot it hope it gets shocked, and just let it live if it doesn't get shocked, I guess? I genuinely have no idea. Alright, well, the second part of this mission is not going to go well. At least we have my buddy Steve. That is a Bactera Brundle. Let's hope we can kill the Trijaws and all that. Those dudes, because I jumped backwards wrongly. I should have... I assumed where the Stingtail was, and that was, like, over there, and that was completely and utterly wrong for me. Do I think Stingtails should be banned on this mission? On a salvage operation? Because they can force... Like, they're the only enemy that can force you out of the zone without killing you. Because other enemies literally can just kill you, and that's it. They can't, like, genuinely force you out. I mean, the Oppressor, I guess, can as well. Hey, Bosco, can you do me a favor and kill the man? He is kind of terrifying. I guess the Glyphid Oppressor is actually another enemy. Yeah, I don't know. It feels very weird to have Stingtails on this mission. Also, this is, like, significantly more chill. Okay, you know what? I just had to fucking say something, didn't I? It literally just had to say something about this mission being chill as hell. Luckily, Cluster Nades just, like, ultra carried me, and now there's only guards left. And, you know, guards are also still kind of awful, but at least I don't have to... I'm out of ammo. Oh, wonderful. You know what I can do? Get shocked, everybody, I guess. Also just need to toss a shield, and I think the shield will actually last long enough for me not to take any damage. Never mind. I just had to say something. Literally just had to say something there. Well, that leaves this as a very easy outro as well, because all that we have to do is run around like a headless Are stalkers banned from that section? This is the first stalker that we've had in this, like... I don't know. I know that there, at some points in time, creatures are banned from spawning. Like, so during the elevator section in Deep Scan, bulk detonators are banned from spawning as the, like, swarm, or they should be banned. The only time that they can spawn is at the very beginning section of it, and that's it. And, you know, then you never see them again. So if the game is going to... I should stay away from the fucking wall, because there's going to be a stalker on the wall at some point, and I can't see him. Like, I am a solo player, I am running around like a headless chicken, not being able to flare up the entire place. He's, like, right above me. And I just don't know where he is. Yeah, he's probably crawling down the drop pod right as we speak. Actually, he's right there. Stop fucking pinging him, dude! Oh my god. What a fucking sham, dude. Can I get a second one without regretting my decisions? That's a very fun one. The instant answer is no. I cannot get two of them without regretting my decisions. Alright, so the final stage of the Elite Deep Dive is a 250 Morkite with a dreadnought added in, just as an extra. The Morkite mission doesn't matter. We have plenty of nitro, so we don't need to spend time getting nitro like on normal missions. And we also don't need to do very much of anything else. You know what probably doesn't help against stalkers is the fact that I have the shadows. We have jet boots. Alright, this is a free mission. Alright, well, this is absolutely and unequivocally free. You know what's the best part about this? I'm not going to use them. I'm just unlocking them. Why am I unlocking them if I'm not going to use them? A very good question. Alright, let's check the rest of this cave. There was two stationaries. There was a Brood Nexus and a... I don't know what I'm doing with that one. I'm trying to pretend that this is neurotoxin payload and just, like, strafe the bugs, but this is most assuredly not neurotoxin payload. There's also parasites, which, like, doesn't matter at all. Alright, let's see if this stops waves from spawning. It is the twins. We should also call down a resupply, because we are 100% going to need a resupply after this. Hello, yes, welcome to all of your armor being peeled off at once, because I have armor break on a AoE weapon, which is kind of funny. That's specifically not good. Don't hit me, please, thank you. Bosco, can you deal with the septic spreader, please? This is what I'm talking about. This is pod racing, dude. This is fun. This is what I count as fun in my life, is not being, like, assaulted from all sides by just bugs that happen to appear, dude. That is the definition of having fun. Alright. So we're done with that garbage. Please do not bite the hell out of me. I know that you guys want to. Lacerator just took enough damage to, like, to force them to heal. That is so unpog that I will never stop thinking it is unpog. I did not expect to deal enough passive damage to them. Alright, Bosco. You can hit him, right? Yeah. What? I don't... So, a while back, during one of the elimination missions that I did for Mission Content Revise, I was told that the Bosco not targeting bugs is a vanilla bug. It is 1,000,000,000% not a vanilla bug, because Bosco literally just targeted the Lacerator. So, I don't know what's happening with MCR Bosco, but something weird is going on with MCR Bosco. Anyway, this stuff is now, like, entirely easy. I mean, you know, the Arbalist is on the ground, which is one of the most terrifying places for the Arbalist to even be. Is that a heal? No, we need to kill the I would rather kill the Arbalist first, please. That didn't actually hit me. I would like to kill you, which means I need Bosco to start damaging you, because I think the Arbalist is a lot more dangerous than the Lacerator when angry. I mean, the Lacerator actually gets... Dude, Bosco is... You know what? You can die. Fine. You're my Pog champ. Come here. Dude, Bosco... Absolutely cooking. He's at 3 HP. Bosco's got this. What a good boy. You know, I wonder what caused all that damage to the Lacerator. It might have actually been Bosco that entire... Or not Bosco, Steve that entire time. Where he was just attacking it, dealing little bits of chip damage until eventually he just died. And also probably me. I probably was the biggest contributor, but I was not paying any attention to that. But a AoE weapon, which is kind of funny. You know, there's something that I know people say all the time, and I understand why it was removed. It is flare upgrades, like genuine flare upgrades. I wish there were free flare upgrades, because there used to be flare upgrades in the game. They were removed because Ghost Ship Games thought it was gatekeeping the lighting ability from new people, which is whatever, you know, that's I guess it is. But the flares that we have were basically the fully upgraded flares of ye olden times. Now, I just wish they're at, like, it unlocked at, like, level 2. When you've completed your first mission, it unlocks. And that is a changes to how your flares work. I wish there was a sticky flare, like I throw it up and it hits a wall and it sticks there. I wish there was a bouncy flare that bounces a lot more. I just wish there was a little bit of a way to, like, use a flare and have it be somewhat influenced by what I take. It doesn't really matter, because flares are already not very good. If you want to light the cave up, just bring a scout. So that is directly nerf. I wish in solo you just got more flares. Like, you could have 3 flares active at a time and you get 6 of them. That would be a wonderful change. I don't know where all those bugs spawned. I assume they spawned in the... That is not the right button. We are not playing MCR. I assume they all spawned in the cave that I'm heading to, and that's why I don't see any. I should really kill Bosco, shouldn't I? Not Bosco. Steve. So how Steve works, if you all don't know, is the perk goes, when you use it, the perk goes on cooldown for 5 minutes, I think? 3 minutes? I'm not actually too sure what the set amount of time it is. But there is a hidden cooldown. But let's see, Steve died in his first, like, interaction with a bug. I didn't expect you to be that close, brother. But there is a hidden cooldown of 30 seconds when the Steve dies. So I can't Steve him for... I think I can Steve him now. It's been 30 seconds, but I'm not entirely too sure, nor do I really care. I am tossing another one of these, aren't I? Another one of these cluster bombs. I'm sorry for hurting you. Little breather. I should have grabbed 2. I don't think it mattered, but I should have grabbed 2. I guess I could check. Next guard. There we go. Alright. We did take a bit of damage, but there is literally red sugar right there, so it is completely fine. Never what you really want to do is trade HP to get Steve, but you know what? He's a good boy. He is rocking and rolling, dude. Combat mobility is such a weird overclock. It is an overclock that nerfs itself by equipping it. It raises your rate of fire and lowers your mag size, so you get through that rate. Like, it does nothing for your uptime, is what it does. It actually shortens your uptime, is what it is, because you're always waiting 5 seconds for a reload after, you know, maybe 2 seconds of actually firing the damn thing. So it's not a... I don't think it's a very good overclock. Would I consider it an underclock? I mean, some people enjoy the hell out of this overclock, and I understand why, because it makes the gun feel very snappy. The problem is I got grabbed and I have to throw a shield now. The problem is it makes the gun, it's literally just base AC. If it was anything else besides base AC, it would probably be a decent overclock. Like if Hurricane had one of these, could I interest you in fucking off, please? I don't think I will ever enjoy radioactive Praetorians and how they work. They're 30% faster, and they want to get a... What is he doing? They want to get a certain distance away from you, or close to you, before they do their radioactive, like, whatever the hell. So they just end up walking towards you menacingly whenever they do decide to get in that little gray period, and there's no, like, way that you can get them away from you, dude. Is that a Praetorian wave? I heard a Praetorian and an Oppressor come. So, there's another thing that it also influences some things, is in the game, at the moment, there are wave types. So, just like swarm types, there are wave types in the game. Like, this one is a Praetorian wave. Just, like... I don't want to deal with that. I'm sorry. You cannot force me to deal with that, actually. I refuse to deal with 3 Praetorians at once. But you'll start recognizing it as... When you see it, you will start recognizing when it happens more and more. So you'll get the entirety of Mactera waves, you'll get, you know, Swarmer waves, and you'll also get Praetorian waves, just like that one. It is... kind of interesting, and the fact that it can show up on any mission also helps it out a lot. It's kind of a... It's a goated hidden mechanic. I really shouldn't have taken 2 hits out of that resupply, shouldn't I? Or, excuse me, all 4 hits out of that resupply, because I did just eat all 4 of those resupplies. you know, cluster nade staying winning is what I will reply that with. Is that a Stingtail? Hi, Stingtail. That is also a fucking Shellback. Hi, Shellback. Can I interest you in... He just didn't punish me for that, did he? That was a mistake to, like, melee him, and he just decided to die. Are you guys okay? Why are you spawning directly on me, dude? That is absolutely insane. Bugs are not supposed... Kill him, please. Fear him, and then chase him down and kill him, please. Oh, well, we have a friend. He is at very low HP. Do you even... Does he have fear resistance? He got shot like a lot with that. I know bugs have a... I need to reload this, actually. You just have to sit here and, you know, wibble around. Alright, shoot that, shoot him, shoot that guy. I missed. I was not trying to shock him. I was actually just trying to kill him there. But I miss and may have gotten value out of my overclock, because if you don't bring blow-through with electricing mindlets or whatever it's called, dude, this is... Get me through here, please. If you don't bring blow-through with electric mindlets, you are basically not getting value out of your overclock and your weapon at the same time. When you absolutely why are you there? When did you get there? Why did you spawn there? Okay. You know, my bad for not having ears, I guess. Whatever, just throw a cluster at all of it. Surprisingly, that was my first cluster of the entire swarm, dude. I need to use more clusters, dude. You want to imagine a world where mantling cancels your reload, or, like, interrupts your reload? That would be certainly a world to live in. I'm not too sure if it's a world I want to live in. Kind of a hell world, to be honest. Hey, where's that shellback that showed up during the swarm and then I never heard about again? I'm just going to assume Bosco killed it, and because he's a Chad. Alright. Well, that was a fairly simple final stage of the Elite Deep Dive. Definitely the hardest stage being number 2 with the regen bugs and basically canceling out my entire build. But this wasn't a very good build in general. Basically, we got stock BRT, only wrongly put together, because electric mindlets might as well not didn't exist. And then we also had a weird autocannon that didn't really... I mean, the movement speed bonus and the fire rate was actually kind of nice. But anyway, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I certainly enjoyed making it. And you all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you all again